Okay, so now kita akan pergi kepada last subtopic in this chapter, that is accrual, cornerstone of accounting. Dalam accrual ni kita akan tengok ialah first the illustrations, second is the framework, third is the relevance and limitations, and last but not least is the analysis implication of accrual accounting. Okay, so jom kita tengok foundation of accrual accounting. The foundations of accrual accounting consist of revenue recognition and expense matching. Okay, so revenues are recognized when both earned and either realized or realizable. So maksudnya bila revenue tu kita dah dapat ataupun realizable ni will be received lah, kita akan dapat, kita dah pun recognize. Okay, so accrual ni bila kita akan recognize revenue tu bila kita earn or realizable. So kalau expense matching ni, accrual accounting dictates that expenses are matched with their corresponding revenue. So this matching process is different for two major types of expenses, that are product costs and period costs. Okay, so apa itu product cost? Kalau you recall back what you had learned during part 2 Math 151, so you kan ada period cost, product cost. So product cost ni semua yang direct cost lah. Okay, apa-apa je yang you beli untuk membuatkan produk tu, that we are going to call as product cost. Kalau period cost ni consists of administrative, marketing, itu. Okay, so apa yang you all perlu tahu ialah product cost tu kita akan masuk dalam, kita akan recognize as a cost of goods sold lah. Alright, kalau period cost tu as other expenses. Okay, so now let's take a look at the illustration of accruals cost accounting. Okay, so you all pun boleh refer page 80. Okay, page 80 tu dia terang lebih detail lagi. So ini hanya summary lah. Okay, I summariskan. So case dia macam ni. Okay, an established company, they invest $700 dalam equity. So this is capital lah. And then they purchase plain t-shirt for $5 each, known as product cost lah. And then dia juga ada fixed screen cost of $100 and variable print cost of 75 cents per t-shirt. So dia jual sold 25 t-shirts at $10 each for cash, and sold 25 t-shirts at $10 each on credit. So quantity ordered 100 t-shirts. Okay, this one. So now kita akan tengok kalau kita buat cash accounting dulu. Okay, so dia kata jual 25 t-shirt by cash. So kita akan ni receive t-shirt sales ni 25 t-shirt yang dijual times with $10 lah, sebab kita jual t-shirt dengan $10 kan. So payment apa yang kita buat? Kita beli t-shirt tu 100 t-shirt dengan harga $5, so dapat 500. Dan screen purchase kita $100, printing charge kita 75 cent times with 100 lah, t-shirt per t-shirt. Okay, so we'll give total payment of $675. Okay, so kalau kita tengok kat balance sheet kita, so balance cash kita ada 275, iaitu 700 minus with cash outflow lah. So akan dapat 275. So bila kita menggunakan cash accounting, it shows that company lost money. Sedangkan ada penjualan, tetapi bila kita buat cash flow kita rugi. So problem with the cash basis based on illustration is that it does not recognize the revenues from 25 shares that have been sold on credit. Dia tak recognize. Okay. And all t-shirt purchase is treated as an expense. Ya, semua ni sebagai expense. And then screen purchase and t-shirt printing is treated as expenses as well. Okay. So now kita akan buat kepada menggunakan accrual accounting. So income statement yang akan kita prepare, revenue, sebab kita dah pun jual 50. That is 25 on cash, 25 on credit basis. So 50 times with $10 each. So you akan dapat $500. So expenses, kita hanya akan record expenses melalui penjualan t-shirt sahaja. So since kita jual 50, so t-shirt cost kita 50 unit, darabkan dengan $5. Screen depreciation samalah, sebab dia kata ya, screen cost 100 untuk 100 unit. So since kita 50 je kita jual, so $50 je lah. Printing charges 75 cent times with 50. So total expenses kita ialah 337.50 cent. So dapatlah net income. Kalau kat balance sheet pula, so cash based on cash flow tu kan kita ada 275. So cash kita 275 lah. So t-shirt inventory ni ialah yang unsold punya, yang another RM50 tu. Bukan RM50, 50 pieces. Kita kan ada 100. So 50 kita jual, 50 lagi yang unsold. So 50 times it RM6.75. Ini ialah cost, harga untuk menghasilkan satu baju t-shirt. Sebab RM5 tu kita beli, RM5 tu harga t-shirt, RM1 harga screen cost, and then 75 cent is your printing cost. So total RM6.75 lah. So t-shirt inventory you ada 337.50 cent. So receivable ni kan on cash, on credit. Ni lah on credit tu. Ada lagi 250. So total asset you 862.50 cent. So equity, mula ada orang invest $700. Lepas tu add you punya net income, jadilah 862.50 cent. So apa yang perbezaan kat sini? Obviously this one. And then you punya expenses. Kalau cash, dia ambil kira semua. Nampak ni, semua ni masuk dalam expenses. Tapi kalau accrual basis, different. Okay. So when accrual is used, revenues reflect all the t-shirt sales, even those for which payment has not yet been made. Untuk paid by credit lah. Okay. Ini maksud dia. Second, only the cost of making the t-shirt sold is reflected as an expense, including fabric costs, screen depreciation and printing. Ni hanya t-shirt yang jual saja, kita akan ambil kira sebagai expenses dia. However, it is uncertain that all the customer will pay, so the numbers cannot be reliable. Okay, accrual ni is not reliable. Sebab tak semestinya all this receivable $250 you will get. You tak sure pun. Okay, sebab tu number tu tak boleh di-rely. Sebab you tak confirm pun you akan dapat balik duit you tu. Okay, so the advantages of cash accounting: easy to understand and straightforward, is tangible, and then it's certain about cash flow. Sebab memang you guna cash kan, so you memang tahulah. Senang. Okay, tapi disadvantage of cash accounting ni is unable to measure cash generating capacity of a company, and is failed to provide a relevant picture of a company financial condition and performance. Okay, sebab dia hanya menunjukkan cash je. So kalau macam you jual secara kredit tu, you tak akan nampak. Sebab tu dia kata dia tak tunjukkan a relevant picture of company financial condition. So now let's go to the relevance and limitation of accrual accounting. Okay, to record revenues when earned and expenses when incurred. It reflects better information on profitability, current assets and current liabilities. Okay. So, juga provide accrual accounting juga provide accurate statement of financial position, as it reflects the level of resources available to generate future cash flow. Accrual accounting is able to forecast cash to be received from a customer in the future. And then accrual accounting juga have a better aligned inflow and outflow over time through matching process. However, accrual accounting is subject to some limitations, such as imperfect due to assumptions and estimation errors. Itu je limitation untuk accrual accounting. Dia mungkin tak accurate sebab kita based on assumption je. Okay. So now let's go to the analysis implication of accrual accounting. So kita akan tengok mythos of the accrual cash flow, accrual and cash flow, and kita akan tengok the truths about accruals and cash flow. So mitos yang pertama ialah because company value depends on future cash flow, only current cash flow are relevant for valuation. Okay. So even if we accept that company value depends only on future cash flow, there's no reason to necessarily link current cash flow with future cash flow. Sebab current cash flow tu memang akan menunjukkan current punya. Future cash flow tu dia tak ada kaitan pun dengan current cash flow. Sebab tu dia mitos. Only current cash flow are relevant for valuation. Not necessarily, okay? Has this one. Kenapa Tak semestinya, sebab current income is a better predictor of future cash flow than current cash flow. Okay. Besides that, income better explains stock prices than thus cash flow. Cash flow dia tidak akan menunjukkan harga stok sesebuah company tu increase or decrease. No. Cash flow only show the performance of the business with the cash basis. Okay. So mitos yang kedua, all cash flow are value relevant. Okay. So many type of cash flow do not affect company value. Sebab tu dia mitos. Sebab cash flow ni bukan semua cash flow adalah relevant. Sebab ada je dalam cash flow tu yang tidak akan mengefekkan company value. For an example, cash collected from customer. Okay. Dia tak akan affect pun value of the company. That's why it is a mythos. So yang ketiga, mitos yang ketiga ialah all accrual accounting adjustment are value irrelevant. Okay. Tak semua accrual accounting tu ialah irrelevant. Ada juga yang relevant. So mitos yang keempat, cash flow cannot be manipulated. Cash flow cannot be manipulated. Wrong. Okay. Cash flow can be manipulated. Apa ni? Not only this statement false, it is probably easier to manipulate cash flow than to manipulate income. Okay. Sebab tu it's a mythos. Salah ya kalau orang kata cash flow cannot be manipulated. It's wrong. For example, cash flow can be increased by delaying either capital expenditure or the payment of expenses. Manipulate je figure tu. Alright. Untuk menampakkan cash inflow kita banyak. So mitos yang kelima ialah all income is manipulated. All income is manipulated. Some managers do manage income, and the frequency of this practice may be increased. However, Security Exchange Commission enforcement actions targeted at fraudulent financial reporting and restatements of previously issued financial statements affect a small percentage of publicly traded companies. Okay. So tak semestinya semua income tu dimanipulatekan. Sebab manager ni boleh ikut praktis yang disediakan oleh Security Exchange Commission. Mitos yang terakhir is that it is impossible to consistently manage income upward in long run. So that are the mythos of the accrual and cash flow. So now let's take a look at the truth of accruals and cash flow. So truth ni ada 1, 2, 3, 4 ya. Okay. Truth yang pertama, yang pertama ialah accrual accounting is more relevant than cash flow. Okay. Accrual accounting ni lebih relevan daripada cash flow. For example, you boleh tengoklah yang illustration kita tunjuk tu kan. Kalau kita gunakan cash accounting sahaja, business tu akan jadi rugi, akan loss of money. Sebab tu dia kata accrual accounting ni lebih relevant. Okay, sebab income tu kita terima sekali walaupun dia baru realise. Tak gain lagi, dia hanya realise je, tapi kita pun recognize income tu, right? Second is the cash flow are more reliable than accruals. Accrual lebih relevan daripada cash flow, tetapi cash flow lebih reliable than accruals. Sebab cash flow tu memang menunjukkan berapa cash yang company ada. So sebab tu cash flow lebih reliable. Kalau accruals ni, you tak boleh nak rely sangat sebab dia based on assumption yang you akan terima duit tu. Okay. So third ialah accrual accounting numbers are subject to accounting distortions. Okay, distortions ni maksud dia macam full with errors or false information. Okay, so accrual accounting ni memang banyaklah subject tu accrual distortion lah, sebab dia based on assumption kan. The lastly is that company value can be determined by using accrual accounting numbers. Itulah the truth of accruals and cash flow. So I harap you boleh bezakanlah yang satu mitos and yang satu the truth. And please remember that this chapter only be tested in part A, that is MCQ. Okay, and akan ada quiz 2 on this topic. Alright, so that's all for today. See you next class. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.